What's up? Uh, so I don't have a trailer update today. I know I've been doing that on here. 75 a hard update. I actually did everything I was supposed to do yesterday for once, but let's see. So what? I have a trailer update. I just don't have any pictures. The trailer update is that I went and got some tubing from. I just bought some bushings and welded them onto a bar, and I got one of the rams in position more or less, and basically it it the first position I had it in, it was clocked the wrong way just a little bit. Okay. And it would push up and it would just push. It wouldn't move the box at all. Okay. So what I did was I repositioned it to clock it sort of in the correct way. Let's say it was, the other bar needed to push it this way rather than trying to push it the wrong way, right? So sorry, yesterday was a long day because of all this. I worked all day. I was basically going all day. After I got off this podcast, I went to Lowe's and bought the stuff, came back and worked on it until I went to soccer. And the way soccer went down with pictures, I ended up walking like, I don't even know, probably. I walked back and forth the 4 times because of pictures. Pictures weren't. Anyways, it's a long story, but it's hard to explain. But between both kids, they have like their soccer is so far apart from each other in this big area. It's just a lot of walking. So I walked a lot. Then I came back and kept working on it and clocked one way. It didn't work. Then I clocked it the other way and it still didn't work. And it was just bending the rod. It was just bending my lever. So instead of like the box didn't lift at all. It just bent. The lever just bent. Which tells me that that wasn't going to work. So that lever is not going to lift to that box. And I also wonder, how much lift I was even getting out of it at all, because of how much power am I losing in a bent lever. And like that whole system was rigged up. It was never planned. What I have in there wasn't really planned out as well as it could have been, right? Let's see. How do I get to yesterday's dealio? Here we go. Yeah, so it says I walked 5 miles yesterday, but most of it is at that time for soccer. So, the rest of it I was just back and forth in the garage, really. So they probably didn't get a whole lot of steps there. Probably most of it is probably it could have been 2 to 3 miles, maybe 2 miles walking back and forth. Anyways, it was tiring, and working on that, all that was tiring, and I was going to do a live stream last night to fix the issue because it failed, so I couldn't ever get the box to lift at all. And the way that whole lever system is set up is not as good as it could be, because what my brother brought up was moving the pivot point to the middle. And the more and more I think about it, at first I'm like, well, we can't do that because, I told him this, I'm like, because we need length. The issue that I'm having is that the air cylinder itself will lift 11 inches. And I need to move this box at least 28 inches. I could possibly go like around 34 inches if I could, but 28 inches basically puts the inside of the box tall enough that I can be comfortable in there. And I think I'm the tallest one that's going to probably be in there. So here's the problem, right? Is that this side, whatever I'm pushing on, needs to move 11. And this side needs to go a lot more. And so it's like you can put what my plan was to put the lever, to put the pushy thing right like in the middle here, right? In the middle area, it doesn't move as much as the front. That's the way this thing works. All right? So if we move this side hardly moves at all as far as up and down distance. This side goes up and down a lot, and it also goes in and out a lot more, right? So here's the problem. If I put my RAM right here, then the distance works, right? But since the pivot point's over here, it has a hard time pushing on all that, right? The leverage isn't as good as it could be. So what he suggested was, what if we put our pivot point in the middle? So then what would we be doing? We would be doing this, right? It would give us more leverage, maybe. I don't know if the leverage is more or not yet, but it could be. And what we'll do is the arm will be pulling down instead of pushing up. But what I think it will do is it will make this stronger. And let me tell you why. Because if the pivot point is over here, the amount of leverage on this bar is this long, right? This much leverage is pulling this bar out of its shape. This bar has to exert this amount of leverage. If I move the pivot point in the middle, now we've essentially, at least what I think, is we've created two levers. And now the force exerted as far as leverage on this bar is going to be this long and another amount that's this long. So since it has less leverage on it, a shorter lever doesn't have to be as strong before it bends, is my thought process. Now, here's the other thought process, is if I do it that way, I think what I can build without making it too super heavy is just a triangle. And then it will be really strong. And it, because we will be moving the forces exerted from like if I have a square tube, it's a box like this. Basically, its strength is this way. Okay, it doesn't have very much strength this way, and not as much, right? If I try to bend this way, with this going down and this going down, the strength is this way, okay? So if I put a force on it straight up and down, it's going to be able to take a lot more forces, a lot more weight going straight up and down than it would be if I turn it this way and push on it like this, okay? So we can use that up and down strength sideways like this if we create a triangle. Because what we're doing now is we're trying to move this down. And so we're sort of halving it, right? The force going down is half or some amount less than this, right? And it's more pushing. It's pushing down, but it's more pushing in this direction, right? Than than this is pushing this direction, okay? And this direction is where our strength is, right? So if our strength is this way and we're actually using it that way, it's going to be way stronger. So I'll get on here later and do a live stream, a FreeCAD live stream. We're going to FreeCAD this whole thing. I'm going to design what I'm going to call a cantilever setup. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but I'm going to put a pivot point in the middle of a triangle and 3D print it. And essentially we're just going to build a little scale model of what I'm thinking, and then I'll measure it after I 3D print it and do it like I did the suspension, because the suspension ended up working out really well. The airbags, the air suspension, I think especially for my first one, and not really copying people's designs because they all did it different because they needed to worry about pivot angle, not pivot, pinion angle, right? And I didn't have to worry about pinion angle because I don't have a pinion. So I just have a straight axle. It just needs to move up and down. And if it rotates while it moves up and down, it doesn't matter for me, right? Not that much. I mean, the things that I see on it is the airbags are kind of, when it's all the way down, the airbags touch the mounting bracket. And I don't know if that's an issue or not. That's something that time will tell. If that is an issue and it pops a bag, I'll have to buy new bags and put in bump stops, and I won't get as much drop out of it. But that is what it is. I mean, I don't see any way around that. I could try to cut the brackets smaller, I guess, which I could do. They're too big. I could get in there and... So if it pops a bag, maybe I'll do that first. I'll try to cut them smaller, make them super smooth, and get them just as small as I can and as smooth as I can, and then maybe they won't cut the bag. I don't know if they are now. Like, I think the only issue that you don't want is it rubbing metal while you're driving. But as far as it being completely flattened and touching metal, I don't see any way around that with the way the brackets are designed. Maybe on the bottom bracket I could do that. And these brackets did not come with these airbags. They're a universal bracket that I bought. And I could actually probably trim most of where they're touching away. I could actually get away with some smaller brackets too, because my setup is... those bags are rated for 5,000 pounds. My setup is not 5,000 pounds, so my axle is maybe rated for 2,000, if that. It's just not. I'm just not there with my weight. It's a little teeny trailer, so So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to design the cantilever setup, and then I'm going to go get some thick wall square tube Monday or Tuesday. And hopefully I can get it done with one 20-foot stick. If not, then I'll get two 20-foot sticks. And then what I'll do is I'll also buy some round tube while I'm there in the size that I want to make bushings out of. And what I'll do is I'll cut and make these bushings for all of the pivot points out of the round tube. And this was something I thought I was going to have to do with this setup anyways eventually, because I didn't think that it was really going to hold up to a lot of working, because I used thin wall tube for the lever, because one day I just came up with this idea. I needed to get it done just to see if it would work, because the top box was getting too heavy for us to just lift it, right? And it was the same thing. I had these gas shocks, but their stroke was too short to do what I needed to do. And so that's where I came up with this lever idea. So now, since I can FreeCAD, what I'll be able to do today is FreeCAD out a triangle that will be long enough to be able to do 29 inches of lift from 11. So I need to turn 11 inches on one side into 29 on the other. And how we do that is the pivot point in the triangle has got to be offset. The pivot point can't be in the middle of the triangle. It needs to be more to one side. But we're still going to be sort of exerting those forces sideways. We're going to be turning an up and down force into somewhat of a diagonal force, with turning that whole thing into a triangle. At least that's my idea. You know, like, I'm not an engineer, and this stuff is, it's fun solving these problems, you know, but at the same time, yeah, like, I haven't done this, so you don't know until you really do it, right? So anyways, what happened on this game yesterday is I was doing number 2, round 2, and I almost had it, and then a moonstone came out of a dude, and I didn't want to lose it. It was falling off an edge like this or something, so I jumped off, and I wasn't really paying attention, and I landed in the abyss. Like, I didn't know that you could jump off in that area. So I jumped off and basically died, and then I failed. But I leveled up, so I think what I'm going to do is just not go back, and I'm going to use a skill point, and then I'm going to go try the end boss again. Might have an hour. Today's Easter too. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to do Easter with the kids. So I guess I'll just do that one for max health. And then we're going to go on a bike ride, and I'm going to do that live stream. I'm going to do Minecraft Dungeons in a minute with Declan when he wakes up. And then I'm going to do that live stream, and I'm just going to continue to work on the other stuff on this trailer. I'm going to get all the other stuff done that I can, like finish painting. I'm going to paint the wood boards probably today, probably paint the top of the box today, not the bottom, because now I have taken apart one of the gas, struts to the point that I don't even want to lift it anymore. It's dangerous to lift now, and so now I'm back to the point to where I'm like I'm to a point now where I just don't even want to. I want to just rip all of that out. It's too janky, and I want to build like a really heavy duty permanent system that will lift this thing well, and the pivot point will be big. It will be able to hold a lot of weight, so that there's just no way this when that ram goes down, that box goes up. There's no bending. There's no no bending, because it's scary. You're in there. I'm in there yeah. I'm not really afraid of stuff that much, But I'm in there looking at this air cylinder just bend this steel tube. It's steel tube, and it's not lifting the box, it's just bending it. And I'm like, this is all so janky. I'm like, it just cannot work. It's not going to work. Not only is it not going to work, I don't like it. And the whole point of building this trailer the way that I am and everything is because I'm trying to not do things halfway, right? I'm trying to, if I'm going to build something, I want it to last forever, okay? And this is not that. I want it to be the best that it can be, the best that I can make it. And this is not that. I can do better. But of course, now I'm on a time crunch. So I'm trying to get this thing done by May to go camping or whatever, but that might not happen. I might be pulling that big trailer, and that's okay, because the May trip is a vacation trip. Okay, so I need a way to explain this to people because it's hard to. But if I'm on vacation, then it's okay for me to take my big trailer out, and as long as I don't have to climb a bunch of hills, like high elevation. That was the other time that I, sort of had issues with it. Is I don't want to climb the mountains with it, really, because it's hard. I feel like it's probably hard on the truck and everything, and I don't want to. So I don't want to climb the mountains, and also I don't want to go for the long distance short trips. Okay, so if it's a weekend and I want to go to Moab, I want to be able to get to Moab in like 4 hours and do my stuff and then get back in 4 hours. Like I really want to be able to leave camping Sunday at like 2. So get up Sunday morning, go on a bike ride, hang out, put camp away, leave and come back. And then when we get back, I want everything to be so organized that we don't even have to do anything, right? Like to tear everything down is super easy. That's the other thing that I want. To where we can just like basically unload the bikes and the food and the clothes, and everything else just stays in the trailer the way it is. Dump the tanks, dump the black tank on the way back, unload the bikes, the food, and the clothes, and everything else is just stays where it is, and it's ready for the next time. Like I want everything in that camping situation, it will just live there. And basically, if we need it for when we do the long trip or the big trailer trip, then we'll just move it from that trailer to the other trailer. If that makes any sense. That's what I want, but I don't know. We'll see how that actually works in real life, because it is what it is, but I think we can do it. I don't know if I needed some different guns here because, oh wait, no. I was going to say I don't have any corrosives, but I think this is the last sort of robot thing that I need to kill here. Okay, so beachcomber. So anyways, if it doesn't go to the May trip, then whatever. Who cares, right? Okay. Let's go sell some of this stuff too before we go in there. So if it doesn't go to the May trip, I'll just take the big trailer. It might be a good idea anyways. That was only going to be like a little weekend trip. So I was going to try the little system for the first time there. But it might be a longer trip. There's no saying. We might stay there 4 days. Might, because we'll be on vacation. So the couple of the other, I think my sister and my brother are going, and they might only go for the weekend. So I don't know, but we'll see. Probably don't need that. I don't know about that. No. Okay, we'll keep all that. You never know, we might need some of these guns. Just trying to beat the game now. And I've beat this guy before, but I don't remember how I did it. I don't remember what levels I was at. And I actually didn't beat this game alone. There was a while there where I was trying to get my wife to play video games. And she played, I think, this whole game with me for the first time. And we played Borderlands 3, I think, all the way through. I think it was 3, and then we played 2 all the way through, and then we started 1 and didn't play it. I think that's what it was. I'm gonna see if I can just go into here without killing all these guys. It's just kind of a waste of time and bullets, really. I don't know if it will let me go. Might make me get them. Let's see if I can get over here. I can just sort of go in. Okay. You know, the lift system I have now, it still works. And I don't even think it needs any help. It will actually lift the thing, you know, without the gas struts that are on the inside. And maybe that's, you know, what I'll just end up doing is just use that. But I'm going to keep trying until I find something else. In the meantime, I'm just going to put the rest of the trailer together. You know.
Oh, great. Braced and ready.
I don't know if I should try a different gun for the first round or if I should just keep doing this. It is using a lot of ammo here.
Shield energized.
Okay. I'm about to die.
My shield will not fail.
Maybe I'll be alright with the shield. Gotta recharge my health here. Crap.
I can take anything.
Jumping up in the air and stuff. I hate the air guys because I think they should be on the ground and they never are. Okay, I think I'm doing better this time though. Just that one level might be the difference. It might be enough here to give me the advantage. Or am I going to have to look up how to kill this dude? Okay, I tried jumping that time for that wave and that didn't really do anything either. Now I can't even shoot the dude. Okay, where's the guy? Come here. Be running around now just because I'm down. You can still attack me. You know, be smart. Come on. Ah, oh, jeez. I don't want to anymore. Maybe I should look up what the deal is because once I break his shields, it's like he just respawns. I mean, does that happen like 2 or 3 times or a certain amount of times and then, you know, I don't remember. So it's also like I wish that there was some sort of health potion or something that I had because as soon as he does that, then he takes out all my energy and life. So I need to keep my shield until he does that. Once he does that, then I'll pull my shield because then I'll start to re-energize.
Incoming badass.
Okay, let's try that. So, is this the same battle? Because now there's a dead guy right there. Or does it start over? I guess we'll find out here. Like, is he still on level 3 or whatever? I don't know. Okay, so now I'll hold my shield because he's almost down. And as he goes, does that thing. Jump, which does nothing. Pull my shield out, which will get my health back and go in here.
Where was I?
There's not enough guys around to kill for the second wind. Am I really gonna have to go to level 30? Should we Google how to beat the Sentinel? Alright, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about anything special, so it just says that, so maybe there's 4 masks, it looks like. It said something about the masks. Use certain weapons during the different dealios, so just keep trying and see what happens here. Try to be more cautious. How about that? Okay, so let's try to figure out how many masks this dude has right now. Okay. So it looks like he has 4 right now. So, so is this just one of the masks? I guess. So unfortunately, now, like I can't just like jump up here or something before that wave. I guess I can't. It's like a 3D thing. Okay, run away. Oh crap. Okay, where are you at? Where's the little guy at? Come on, die. Die faster.
Ready for action.
Okay, so now let's get this shield up and get my power up before I go start attacking him again. It would be nice if we could get some ammo too. Figure out how many base. Okay, so now he's resisting that, so that gun doesn't work here on this round. Alright. So if he has 4, then we just have to get through it 4 times. Okay, let's try to get him out now, and then let him do his little thing, and then hopefully, okay, I think I got him. So now he's gonna do the one shot thing. Oh sweet, it didn't happen that time. I think I was behind a thing. If I get behind a thing, it might block it. Okay, where's he at now? So this gun still does the same damage as it did before on the last base. And now he's shooting me from the air. Okay, I gotta run around here a little. I'm getting too ballsy. Getting too ballsy and I'm gonna die. Run away here a little. Get some stuff built back up. It'd be nice if I could pick up all that ammo that I needed when I needed it, but okay, where's he at? I don't want the shield to get him, but of course it doesn't. Okay, he's almost down. So this time, get him, and then wherever he is, hide behind this. See, and that's it. Oh man, still got me. Okay, run away, run away. Rebuild the shield. Rebuild the shield. Run by all these things that are spitting out ammo. Come on, shield, go up. Keep getting hit. shield went back up. Now we got these things shooting out of the ground. Okay, now he doesn't have a shield anymore either, so now I'm actually attacking his health here. Okay, so whatever that means. Maybe this is the last phase. Which means he's gonna be more angrier. So I don't know if he comes back after this one or not. If I have to keep going. Oh, sweet. Got him. Let's get those guys now.
Sweet, sweet loot. Come to mama.
Been trying to beat this guy for 3 weeks. What was that? Oh yeah, he's not gone yet. Now we have, he just got bigger.
You cannot harm me.
Well, this isn't good. I feel like I need to jump on one of those
Protect me.
for this. Okay, I got his shield down. Run away. Okay, that gun's out of bullets. I don't think a pistol is going to be that effective here. What about this sniper rifle here? Am I even doing anything? Oh, good. Okay, hold still for me. Is this even hitting anybody? Oh, good, it's over. I'm going to die and have to do all that again. Nice. Okay, is this even doing anything? I don't see any health dropping. What is going on here? Am I like having to shoot him in a specific place now? Okay, I have to shoot him in that face. Come on. I have to shoot him in a different face now. Oh, come on. Now it's re-healing.
Bring it.
Okay, we got these things floating up again. So basically, if I don't land on those things, then I get electrocuted or whatever. don't get. What am I supposed to do here? What's the kill shot? I don't get it. I get him down. Then he comes back. I have to shoot him in the back. Or is this the last head? That one's out of bullets. I think I'm pretty much out of bullets in all the guns that do anything. Alright. So I think this is different heads again. So maybe this is the last head. I don't know. But I need bullets. And to go around and... Okay, what's going on? Like, I get launched in the air. Okay, that's a corrosive thing. Let's see. So, can I get on one of these? Too late. I mean, with this gun, it's going to take forever. It's like it's not doing hardly anything. Let's try the sniper rifle here.
You cannot harm me.
Yeah, this one's alright. Hopefully this is the last face. Okay, that broke his face off. Almost. Nice.
Get ready.
Well, I got a trophy, so I'm imagining that's it. All that loot.
That was freaking awesome. So, who's game? Let's go!
I don't know why I'm picking up any of this, because I don't plan on playing anymore, but a lot of this stuff I really should be leaving. I mean, the guns anyways, so I'm not going to use them. I don't need the money. I don't think, I mean, unless there's a DLC that I have. I don't know if I have a DLC. Look at that holodeck thing. I think I just normally didn't ever play those on any of these. I never did the sort of the battle missions. I don't need that. I'll probably, if I find any purple weapons, I'm gonna pick them up. Definitely don't need white ones. Or skins. Do I have a skin anyways? I thought didn't I pick one up at some point? Did I redeem it? Yeah. Could redeem those and grab a couple more guns.
Nice weaponry.
I think I'm basically just gonna leave the rest of this stuff. I don't really see anything that's, too crazy here. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll pick up this one, drop something else, something that's green or.
Big bastard, wasn't he? Nicely done. Keep an eye out for that creepy red one. I don't want to get interrupted. Wait. What? That's it? That little thing. The hell did... Oh. What kind of weapon? Oh my God! I get it! I understand! I understand everything!
Hey, handsome.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill them all. Oh, first, you're gonna find me a doctor. Then we're gonna wipe those bandit bastards off the face of Pandora. And then we're gonna wake the warrior.
The what?
It's gonna be so good. We're gonna scorch the freaking planet in fire. There's gonna be screaming. Bandits are gonna die left and right. I can't wait.
And that is when the hero who saved us on Helios died. That was when I left Handsome Jack's employ.
You regret teaming up with Jack?
Yes. Now do what you will.
Kill her.
What?
No!
If it weren't for people like her, our friends might still be alive. Ready?
This ain't us, Lil. This ain't you!
Fire! What the hell?
Now is not the time for biggery, Vault Hunters. War is coming, and you will need all the Vault Hunters you can get.
So, that's why Handsome Jack wears a mask. In the other ones. 'Cause he's got a freaking whatever Vault Hunter symbol on his face. Alright, well. There you go. I got 15 minutes left till the kid wakes up, so I'm done with adult games. I might go get that laptop though. Set it up right here, and I need a bigger desk. Anyways, so start building my triangle. Start cat up a triangle right quick. I don't know what I'm gonna use for the pivot point, because Oh, you know what? I have more of those bushings that I'm using for the suspension. 2-inch bushing. I could use that for the pivot point. It's got a 5/8 bolt through it. That would probably work. Do a 5/8 bolt, and then I'll have it supported on both sides. So I have 2 of those. So I need 2 of everything because I'm going to do 2 of these super triangle things. 1 on each side. And hopefully, this is the hope, is that the thing lifts evenly. If it doesn't lift evenly, actually, I think I can do 4 triangles if it doesn't lift evenly. I'll just add 2 more. Can I build this? Yeah, this is going to get complicated. Because I could build it. I'm thinking if I could build this to the point that it could work with 4, then I could get a piston on each corner, right? But I don't know. It's going to be a lot of room taken up inside the box. And I have room to spare. It's wider. It's a lot wider than it needs to be. And maybe if I do this again, I need to make it not as wide, and that would take off some of the weight. But I really think that, you know, maybe the other thing I could do is just get rid of the top box. Just take it off. And build a new one that's lighter, you know? Fiberglass walls, foam. A fiberglass foam composite would be what you would want to do for the strength. But it's just not going to be as good as steel. Like, steel is just not going to, there's nothing going to happen to it. You know what I mean? Even if, like, I dent it, you can just hit it with a hammer until it bends back, you know? Like, you can just bend it back. Like, that's what I want. I want it built out of steel. Yeah, anyways, thanks 2K. This game, this isn't the best one in series. I mean, like Borderlands 1 is good. I think I want to say my favorite is probably 2. 3 is kind of like more an extension of 2, obviously, which is, you know, good. And we'll see what happens with 4 here. And this one's good, but it's just not. It's not quite as good as, I would say it's not as good as 1, 2, or 3. So, and I mean, I don't know if that's because they made it more like Australian based, and I don't really get all of the references, maybe, or what. You know, I mean, I guess it's not Australia based, but the first characters are Australians and Australian, and you know, or whatever. But it's still good. Beat the whole thing on a live stream. Yeah. So maybe I'll go grab that laptop. I don't know if I can really do FreeCAD and Minecraft, but I probably can actually, because the kids don't like they'll go to 1 or 2 rounds and then they just kind of stop. But then again, maybe not, because Milo's not gonna be playing this time. Okay. Well.
Mr. Tassiter? Mr. Tassiter, are you there?
Mr. Tassiter's been replaced, sweet cheeks. Starting today, you're working for me.
Who is... John, is that you?
Call me Jack, honey. Handsome Jack.
Alright. So I don't know what I'm doing now. I think the game's over. Exit the vault. Turn in. I guess this is probably going to be how you would prestige, you know. You can keep going if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. If I was going to keep playing this game, I might go back and play 1 again. You know, 2, I have game saves on the PS4, but not on this. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Went to the wrong area. So, I don't know. I wonder if I should, I don't know if I should free CAD the whole rest of the trailer. Or if I should just do my lift system. I basically need to get it to the correct length where I can have the most leverage for the most power, right? And go 11 inches on one side and 28 inches on the well, 28 to 30 on the other side is what I need. So I need to get that exact math. So if I build it and print it, I'll be able to measure it.
Already?
New playthrough mode unlocked. True Vault Hunter mode. So fight tougher enemies, earn better loot, gain more levels. Yeah. Reach supply platform. So this is a mission that I skipped, it looks like, or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go grab that laptop and I'll probably start a stream up again in a minute here. And maybe just play Minecraft or whatever, but